I spent 6 years searching and screening, and I've built a world-class team of creative editors from all around the globe, but it was not easy. Finding someone better than myself at editing, at least toward the beginning, it felt impossible, and it took a ton of time and effort and a bunch of failures. For me, building a remote team was sometimes terrifying, and through trial and error, I realized it wasn't about the hiring platform as much as something else entirely that I discovered. We had to overcome things like language barriers, unstable internet, time zone differences, but I felt stuck because I was the best editor, and if I kept doing that, I would single-handedly stop my company's growth. I made all the mistakes, micromanaging, unrealistic expectations, taking portfolios at face values. So in this 5-part series, I'm going to share the top places I found to hire my video editors, all of which I use myself, and you're going to learn how to hire, train, and empower a creative team while building efficient systems for quality control. Guaranteed process to save time and money hiring video editors on Instagram. Instagram is unique because the editor's page is their portfolio. But there are problems. Editors are juggling multiple clients. Sometimes they steal demo content, and agencies that just pass you from editor to editor are all problems that got me in trouble. But the price is attractive. You can expect to pay $15 to $150 per short form video. So if you're gonna do a one-off or occasional project, you wanna start with hiring them to do just a few short form videos. Now, if they don't impress the first time, don't hope they'll improve, just move on. Also, here's the tip. Pay in advance. Trust me on this. When they send it in, immediately disqualify any late submissions. And here's how you want to score the rest. There's 5 things. Number 1 is speed. How fast do they get it to you? Number 2, editing quality. Number 3, quality of communication with you. Super important. Number 4, cultural understanding. Do they get American, Australian, British jokes? And number 5 is industry knowledge for your industry. Getting started is super easy. Go to Instagram and search #video-editor. Right now, there's over 1.5 million posts like that. Just browse until you find a style that you like and then slide into their DMs. For the next part, we'll talk about finding great talent in Facebook groups. 180,000 video editors in one place. Sounds easy, right? I wish. Facebook groups are flooded with video editors for hire, but there are problems. Here's the pros. There's thousands of editors in one spot, and they're all eager for an editing gig. The cons are the applicant overload with too many DMs and no sorting system in place. So here's what you want to think about. The price point, you're going to think about $10 to $200 per short form video, especially if it's overseas. Here's how to do it. It's super easy. Go to Facebook, go to groups, and type video editor. Find a group you like, join them, engage for a few days, and then drop a post. When you apply to join and fill out the form, just say you're an editor. It's easier to get in that way. Now, your job post is gonna have to be compelling, so you wanna use some AI. Comment FB editor down below and I'll send you the prompt I used. Now, the rate you post should be on the higher end, otherwise the top tier editors are gonna completely ignore your post, but watch out for sorting hell because the DMs will come in. Now, after this, you wanna go back to part 2 and follow the hiring process I put out in there. Want to avoid scammers when you're hiring video editors? Then you might want to try Indeed because they got super strong identity verification and qualifications right up front. They attract more like career-driven editors who want to stay with you for a long time, and they're from all over the world. But remember, the qualifications don't necessarily translate to quality. So the identity verification is pretty strong, and that usually means that the person is who they say they are, and also you get to target specific countries and cities. In my experience, qualifications don't mean much in the real world, so make sure you run them through your own tests. Also, the expectation here is that you're looking for people to work with you for a year at least. So make sure you have that in mind when you go into this. Now, the pay, if you're hiring from overseas, is gonna be from $1,000 to about $2,000 per month. And if you're hiring from within the US, then you're gonna be paying about $3,000 to $8,000 a month, depending on their experience. So to get started, compose a compelling job ad, pay about $100 to advertise, and start booking interviews. The priority here is gonna be about the company culture, the perks, and the benefits. Also, you wanna start with a 1-month probation period before committing, and don't expect one-off hires. So bang out a job ad, ask ChatGPT to smooth it out for you, and post it to Indeed and pay $100 to boost visibility. So hiring agencies are like having a butler. The candidates are served up to you on a silver platter, but you've got to pay for that white glove service. You get pre-qualified and pre-screened applicants, and they're delivered and booked into your calendar, but you're going to get fewer applicants and limited options, which could be a good thing if you're super busy. You can expect agency fees to be from $500 to $5,000 per hire. Once you do hire, an overseas editor is typically going to cost from $500 to $1,000 per month, and US-based editors will be from $2,000 to $8,000 a month. You can also get similar results by asking your current team for referrals and offer finder fees. Now, the team finder fees should be generous, but only paid out after the new hire has stayed at least 90 days. Now, the benefit to this is that the finder on your team is incentivized to mentor and help the new hire to succeed. This is crazy, guys. There's 21 million remote workers in the Philippines, and onlinejobs.ph is the top job site for remote job seekers in the Philippines. So I've hired overseas editors from a lot of countries, but the Philippines has the best balance of English language, technical skills, and work ethic. You can expect to pay between $500 and $1,500 per month for a full-time editor, depending on their skill level and experience. In order to cut through the clutter, you're gonna want to embed a vetting process inside the job ad. Here's what it needs to have inside. Number one, an Easter egg. Number two, you wanna have details for a sample project they're gonna do for you. And number three, all the clear instructions can be put right inside a Google Doc. And just across the board, if you want top talent to apply to work with you, you need to offer higher than average rates. Now, the website is gonna charge you a cheeky $69 for 1 month to get full access to all the data, but you can cancel it as soon as you find the hire that you like. Now, when the applications come in, and they will, you wanna immediately disqualify applicants who missed the Easter egg, and for everybody else, send them that Google Doc with all the details on the test project. Follow me for more tips like this, and I promise to bring you more value.